So at this point you should be able to see the advantage of that now of creating our media library. So here the media library shows up in the browser window. I can click on this little arrow here and I can see here's my music, my movies, and my TV shows, and I'll pick again another random movie, and there we go, I picked a movie. And that's right, one of the things I found that with DVDs running remotely, that the best way to get it to start is to skip the BUP file and go right to the IFO file. So I'm going to select that one and say play. The IFO file is the menu for the DVD, and this particular one has fast play, so it's just going to skip right over and start playing. And you can see that it's plugging along here and we're watching videos. Because I have Chrome up and running the same machine, I'm seeing a lot of dropped frames and some jerkiness and slowness. But on my big screen, when I just have only the media player running and don't have the terminal window and the Chrome up and going at the same time, it's not so much of a problem. However, I did end up deciding that it would be best to try to tune Ubuntu as much as possible to get it to form better. Let's go ahead and just quit out here. So some things that I ended up doing to Gizmo in order to help make all these things work better. I set up my Gizmo board with a static IP so that I can always find it from browsers that I'm using to control it. That's done through the network connections up here on the toolbar. You can see I've got the IPv4 settings. I set it up with a static IP here. That's the address that I just assigned to it. So that's one thing I did. The other thing that I decided that might help out is to switch my desktop manager that comes with Ubuntu. It's called Unity, and it's a fairly nice desktop manager. After a little bit of using it, I'm getting quite fond of it. It works pretty well, but I needed to try to thin things out as much as I can, and I found that if I switch to OpenBox as a desktop manager, then things are less jerky. It works a little bit better because there's less resources going to the desktop manager, and that frees up more resources for my VLC player. The other thing that I did was I have it set up so that the machine automatically logs me in. That's an easy thing to set up under System Settings. So in System Settings, if you go to the user settings, you can you can pick a user account and have it log right into that account using this configuration right here. For the most part, I'm fairly happy with how this is turning out with my slimmed down Ubuntu system and VLC. I'm able to fairly easily connect to the Gizmo from across the room and pick a movie, get it started. I can pause it, I can change the volume and do all the other things without having to hook up a remote, because I can do it right through my browser or my phone, as a matter of fact, which is pretty nice. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments about this project, go ahead and post them in the GizmoSphere user groups, and I'll start a discussion going over there on this project, and maybe if I get a chance, I'll post some of the commands and other things that I used to get things going. So anyway, I look forward to hearing your questions, and good luck on your Gizmo projects.